everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Little Witch Academia VR Broom Racing. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. First of all, I want to give a big, huge shout out to the development team at Universe for providing me with an advanced copy of this title for me to get my review done so I can have it on launch date to let you people know if this is a decent VR title. Once again, it was developed by Universe and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, well, at least on the PSVR, and it's set to have a release of July 15th of 2021 for the PlayStation VR, Steam VR, and Oculus. Now, what exactly is this game? It is a 3D broom racing VR title that is basically based off of Little Witch Academia, anime, and it seems to focus on 4 main game components, as I'm going to call it for that. Now, when you first load up your game, it'll go into a creative player mode, which to me is very lackluster. It only allows you to pick a couple different hairstyles or face style. It doesn't really have a good creative player, but it's understandable since I don't think you ever see your own character you create. So, yeah, in fact, I think they could have probably just skipped with this option. But maybe if there was a mirror you would look into or something, but there doesn't really seem to be. Now, as for the other components of the game, it mainly consists of something known as the Magic Training and Stellar Cup, which consists of about 12 levels of you actually flying around and doing stuff. Now, the Magic Training, generally you're with this little ball that talks to you, as it teaches you on how to fly the broom and how to control it and how to move around. And the Stellar Cup, you'll team up with somebody with something that's known as magic bonding, to where you'll have a partner that is magically tethered to you as you go through these races. And as for the control of the game, as far as I know, it does not use Move controllers. It just uses the DualShock 4 controller and the use of the light bar in the front. And what you do is you pretty much use the motion control of tipping your controller right, left, side to side to actually move your character around on the broom, along with leaning forward and moving your head around. Now, that's the thing that kind of gets it a little bit of a pain in the butt to get used to at first, because it's not really overly complicated, but it can be kind of nerve-wracking at first. Now, like I said, once you lean forward, that is what will trigger your broom to start flying at the start of the race. And once you're from there, you just tip and move your controller around. And they even recommend that you play this game sitting in a swivel chair, so you can just swivel around and move to help you fly around. But once you get far enough in, there'll be certain levels that you do where you pretty much are hunting ghosts. You're shooting ghosts. That's known as Ghost Hunt. And that's where it implements in a little reticle on the screen that you move by wherever you look. Now, most other games that implement this in shooting games in VR, it works great, and it does here too. But it's kind of nerve-wracking to be flying using your controller and also looking around and aiming to shoot at the same time. It takes a while of getting used to it, but it's not really a detriment. Fortunately, I never really got any sort of motion sickness from playing this, which I was kind of worried about because you're moving around a lot, and as you go through these levels, pretty much your X button is used to pretty much interact and use your items you collect, and the R1 button, once you get to the ghost hunting levels, is used to actually fire your blast at the ghosts. And all you do is you go through these rings. It's races through rings. As you go through, you want to avoid these things that are known as decelerator spheres. They look like bubbles with spider webs on them. If you hit them, they slow you down. But what you do want to hit is what's known as accelerator spheres. And to me, they kind of look like the Harry Potter snitch. They're like a ball with wings on them. If you run into them, they speed you up. They give you a limited speed burst. Now, through these races, as you go through, you also have to avoid different obstacles like trees, walls, and just stuff that gets in the way. And you'll see these packages that'll be floating in the air, and you collect them very similar to like a Mario Kart style boxes that give you power-ups. It'll be a random item inside. It'll be either like a speed boost to you or the ability to slow down your opponents. And as you go through the levels, some levels will branch off and split, and they'll tell you, okay, if you go this way, it's going to be harder. If you go this way, it won't be. And for the most part, if you do run off of the course where you're supposed to go, it'll put you back where you need to go. So it's really not that difficult of a game. Now, along with the Magic Training and Stellar Cup, the other thing that's on this is known as LunaNet, and it's basically the store where you go to buy and upgrade your brooms and your items with credits that you earn in the levels from playing through them. Fortunately, so far it does not appear as if it's actually an in-game store that actually takes real money. Hopefully they don't do that at launch. If they do, I will get back with you and let you know with an update. But as you go through, you'll get credits and other cards that you can get that you use to basically upgrade and buy new brooms, or buy these crystals known as broom stars that you place into your brooms to give you, perks throughout the races, like a 10% speed boost or better turning and stuff like that. And it does allow you to go into another section when you're in your room to actually go and modify your current broom. You can pick different brooms. You can, tweak them with different paint jobs, put different crystals in them, and stuff like that. It's simplistic, but at the same time, it does give you enough of different varieties to where it does mix it up enough to where you can go through and play the game and have a pretty good time. Now, the other option that after you beat level 4, it will open up what's known as online play. Now, this is supposed to be cross-play in between PlayStation, Oculus, and every other VR system. Now, currently, since I'm playing it before launch, there's no one online. So it has not allowed me to actually find anybody in a lobby or anything. It just puts you into the game world, which is pretty much the castle area where you can shoot like balls down and fly around. And currently, there doesn't seem to be anything to do, like no races you can do. And I'm sure once it actually is released and goes online, it'll probably be races you can do against other people and stuff like that. I may have to come out with an update to this game later on to let you know what that's like, if they actually have that or not. Now, this game kind of reminds me of a streamlined version of something that was known as Eagle Flight. If you'd ever played that, you played an Eagle where you could fly around, diving down, attacking fish, collecting icons, and stuff like that. Now, this isn't really an open world game. It is almost like a rail a first-person rail shooter. You still have a good amount of area that you can move around on your path. You can go off course for a good amount of ways before they warp you back. But it does feel like it shoehorns in almost like a rail shooter aspect. You fly around, you go through these rings, you try to beat the other players, collecting icons in order to use against or to help you speed up to get through and be number one and win. That's really about all it is. And honestly, it is fun, and graphically it's quite appealing. I do like the anime characters as a decent little opening at the beginning of the game, which I can't play because they apparently used the real music from the anime, so I don't want to get copyright claims, so I'm sorry I can't use that. But in the end, it's not a bad game, but there is one issue I have with it, and that is, one, I can't fully test the online play to see if the cross-play works or what the game allows you to do in the online component, because I have to wait until it's fully launched, which that is disappointing, but not really a deal breaker. And you can go back through and replay them in order to unlock more credits to unlock and upgrade your gear. But other than that, it's got a fairly charming, decent story to it. It's cute. Like I said, it is based off of Little Witch Academia. I am really not affiliated with any sort of anime in any way, but I did kind of check out a couple episodes of it just so I could get a gist if these characters were accurate to the actual anime show, and they did a good job. The voiceover work is quite nice. I mean, they all are fully voiced, and like I said, it's a cute, fun game. It's not overly difficult, and I didn't really seem to suffer any sort of motion sickness, so I can actually say that part of it is pretty decent. However, the price of this title, the price is just where I think is just not good. Once again, I gotta say thank you for providing me an early copy of this game to do a review on it, but I can't sit here and say that this does not leave a bad taste in my mouth. They want $39.95 for this, and honestly, this right now feels like maybe a $19.95 max price for this game. And the gameplay itself, while is structurally sound and works well, but it's simplistic, and for the price I just don't think you get a good value for what you're paying for this title. I mean, you can go back and buy a game like Eagle Flight, and yes, I know it's an old game now, but it's like only $20, and it's a much bigger, grander experience that has online modes and everything like that. I mean, like I said, I'll go back to this later on once it's officially launched and once the quote servers are up and you're able to do the online modes. While this seems like a fun game for a young kid to play that wouldn't really be offensive in any way, there's not really any violence, no foul language or anything, other than some weird themes involving witchcraft. But honestly, other than that, the only real issue I have with this title currently is I do think I won't know really how good it is until the online play is active, and I think the price is way too high for what this has. I really think this should be way cheaper in price. I can't see paying $40 for this. I really can't. I think they're charging too much. I understand this started off as a Kickstarter, and in the end, it is a fun game. It's cute. It's charming. It does play quite well. I do like the way the controls are rather simplistic but still function properly. But honestly, in the end, I would say the only reason why I would say pass on this title, unless you're really wanting a new VR title to play, is the price. If you can afford and be willing to spend $40 for this, then I'd say go ahead and get it. But other than that, I have to say wait until they go on sale with this title. Wait until it's $20. And just that, in the end, is just my strict opinion. Everyone's will vary, but that's just my opinion, and I have to let you people know about that. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. I don't know why I say that, because there's like 95% of you are not subscribed, so I don't even know why I waste my time saying that, but I have to. And in the end, leave in the comments below if you've played Little Witch Academia, or if you've at least seen the anime show and what you think of this particular VR title. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to say thank you, and remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.